Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is the Sun Woman. Welcome to my new podcast. If you are watching this video on YouTube and you are a new viewer, welcome to our community, and thank you so much for stopping in. Please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you are already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. I appreciate your support and that you've returned to the channel. So this reading is going to be for my Capricorns, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're interested in a private reading, please contact me. My information is in the box below. And just hoping everyone is well, and hoping that some of the messages that I have today will resonate and help you in some way. If they do, please put a comment down there. I love to interact with everyone. And so let's go. All right, so I'm going to be channeling the astrology and the tarot oracle cards here. I call my channel and my style of reading as Integrative Tarology because I like to blend a lot of different sciences in with what I do. I'm also a medical empath, so there may be some health information that comes through. And if this reading does not, resonate with you, then definitely try checking your other positions, Sun, Moon, Rising, whichever might not be in Capricorn. Okay? All right. So, first of all, I have to say that I know my Capricorns have been dealing with a lot, okay? And I know I'm not the only reader. If you do, listen to other readers, astrologers, everyone's been breaking it down, how these are some very trying times for Capricorns. You're shouldering a lot of stuff right now, okay, with Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto in your sign, with it square to Mars and Aries. You're carrying your weight and everybody else's weight right now. And you are strong, you're powerful, you are able to endure, you're that grounded earth sign, Capricorn. You can deal with a lot of heavy weight and responsibilities. We know that, but you're definitely being tested right now. And I just, wish for peace and focus and serenity for you. And what I can say is, this too shall pass. All right. There are seasons to, seasons to grow and seasons to, hold back and learn, and this is just one of your seasons right now. So hopefully, we'll be able to help you through this period. But there's good news here too. So I'm just going to start with the Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto stellium that's in your sign right now, which is square to Mars. Some of you are dealing with some heavy family issues. And whether it's regarding, family members, even the home, property issues, maybe some things are coming up from your past. There may be some conflict, tension with people that you live with, people in your home. This is an area that may continue to be a little bit contentious for you, at least for the next 2 months, probably into November while we have this square. It's definitely not an easy one. You do, however, have Venus in Cancer, right? Which is your opposite side of Cancer in your 7th house this month in August, which hopefully will kind of mitigate things a little bit by you being able to, get some really good energy from perhaps a partner, a long-term partner. The big word that came up for me when I was laying the cards down was ally. So it's definitely in the cards here that there is an ally in your life right now who can help you shoulder some of the burden and the responsibilities that you're dealing with. Even if it's just a shoulder to cry on, or an ear to listen, to counsel you. You do have someone in your corner who's willing to fight for you and who has a lot of positive energy that can help lift you and carry you and support you during a difficult time, Capricorn, okay? This person could actually be either a fire sign, which would be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or a air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Okay, so or some, people, someone with those energies, someone passionate, someone who's very intellectual, who's not afraid to defend you. So yeah, well, let's just go through the cards and let's see what we have here. So we have the Three of Pentacles, or the Three of Materials, in the reverse, in the recent past coming into August. I am using the tarot deck called the Muse Tarot, M-U-S-E Tarot. It's a beautiful deck, and it actually has 4 extra cards in it, which are the Muses. The Muse of Swords, which is voices; Materials, which is Pentacles; Emotions, which is Cups; and Inspiration, which is Wands. And you have the Muse of Voices as the energy that's covering you right now. You have the Queen, and I'll explain to you about the Muses. You have the Queen of Wands in the near future. You have the Nine of Wands reversed in your advice area. You have that Knight of Swords in the area ruling other people, other influences in your life. And that was talking about someone who, is an ally, ready to fight for you. In the obstacle area, we have the Five of Cups, okay, or the Five of Emotions. And then you have the Four of Cups, or the Four of Emotions, reversed in the possible outcome. Now, I've been pulling one oracle card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, another really beautiful oracle deck, but for you two came out. So I accepted them both, and you have the Oracle of Potential and Enlightenment. Okay, so Potential I pulled, and then Enlightenment jumped out, and I accepted that for you because I think that could be significant for this month. Because, a diamond under pressure, right? Coal under pressure becomes a diamond. And that's what I feel like. That is the energy that I'm feeling about you. You're under a lot of pressure, but when this is over, when this lessens, when it lightens up for you, you will be a brand new person. You'll be a completely different person than who you were before. And you have the ability to survive this, and to thrive and come out as being a master, a leader, a guru, okay, a teacher. So, the good thing about Saturn squared Mars is that Saturn is in Capricorn, which is its own sign. It rules Capricorn. So that's your ruler. So there is some benefit there, right? That Saturn in some way is strengthening you. It is giving you wisdom, okay? So when you come out of this, you are going to come out of it with a lot of knowledge that you can bless the world with. And then Mars is in Aries. So even though this, which is Mars's own sign. So even though this is maybe a tense time, you may be tested, there may be some obstacles, tempers flaring, conflict, or even some aggression that you might have to deal with people in your immediate circle. There is something that's going to come out of this, and the outcome is going to be a beneficial one for you, okay? And then the card at the base of the deck, we have the we have the Sun reversed. So nothing bad about the Sun, whether it's right side up or upside down. When the Sun is reversed, it's just talking about maybe not seeing the blessing here, right? Not seeing that even, don't take things on face value. There's a blessing here that maybe you're not seeing clearly, okay? So be aware of that. And some of you may be feeling, the energy that's coming right now, some of you may be exhausted, okay? There can definitely be, whenever Saturn is in your sign, it can make you feel tired, extra tired, kind of worn down, achy, sometimes our bones start hurting, our joints, things kind of flaring up that you never had before. And you also want to be careful of injuries. So you want to take your time. If you're doing any sports or anything like that, you want to stretch out, make sure that you're warmed up before you work out. Okay. So let's see what the message is. Well, we have the Three of Pentacles, or materials, in the reverse. as the energy you're coming into August with. So, Three of Pentacles definitely is a card that relates to work, to monies, to projects, learning, skills, education, training, developing, working with other people in order to build something, create something. So I definitely feel that the energy coming into August is you feeling a little stymied, a little held back. Maybe some things that you were working on, projects, have been put on the back burner, have been delayed. Maybe a project fell apart for whatever reason, maybe because of what's going on in the world right now. It's just not possible to continue on with this particular work that you were doing because of the situation with the pandemic. So I'm getting what I'm getting right now is artists. Okay, so I'm getting artists, I'm getting actors, actresses, producers, directors. Definitely entertainment industry is coming through here. And so, feeling as though you can't get a project that you were invested in, and maybe it was just the beginning, like you were just starting to film an episode, or you were just starting to work out scripts, or you were in rehearsals for, for a body of work, and everything got shut down. Okay. So, but again, with the sun here kind of anchoring the whole reading, know that when things get better, it's going to be just as good. Okay, things are going to be just as good or even better. So don't feel as though you will have lost anything here. I mean, some of you may have lost, there may be a financial hit that was taken because of something being, put to the side. But it's still going to be successful. This is the energy that I'm getting right now. And with the Muse of Voices, so the Muse, a Muse is an inspirational person, thing, idea, concept, object. A Muse can be anything. A Muse is something that inspires a person to create something. It's the creative spark. It's the inspiration. You have the Muse of Voices here. So voices in this deck, again, are swords. And I feel like you have the potential to use a lot of creative, a lot of intellectual energy right now. Okay, so some of you could be doing a lot of communicating with partners, with people involved in your work, ideas being thrown back and forth, emails, meetings. Some of you, I see a lot of you writing, okay, or developing something here. You have the ability to use your voice, and that's what the Muse is telling you, that this is a time you may not be able to physically act on something right now, to physically move forward, or maybe you are at, things are starting to open up and you're able to start taking baby steps towards something. And I just feel like you are chomping at the bit, right? You have so much energy and so much going on in your mind that you almost can't calm your brain. But it's going to be important for you to stay focused, right? And to keep those ideas, if your head can't, if your head can't contain everything that's going on, write it down, put it all down. Okay. Put it in your, put it in your computer or your device, whatever you have, and get those ideas out of your head and onto paper or onto, electronic media. So you have coming into the near future the Queen of Inspiration. Queen of Inspiration is the Queen of Wands. That is that fire sign energy that I told you about. And it's interesting because I'm still sticking here. What's coming up for me is the theme of entertainment field. And I just really feel like some of you are going to become very successful, well-known, renowned. This particular card shows this beautiful woman, and she has her eyes closed and she's looking over her shoulder, and the sun is behind her, and she's, she is stroking a pyramid, and there is, what is this that's gazing at her? A cheetah. There's a cheetah gazing at her. So I feel like she is expressing herself. She's in the spotlight. She has something to say. She's about to perform, speak, sing, do a monologue, whatever it is. So I do see that happening in the near future. Now, if you are not theatrical, this could be applied to whatever area you're in. You could become a speaker or be, sought out for your ideas that you have, and maybe asked to speak to groups of people about whatever subject matter that you're an expert on. The oracle card here, as I said, is potential. So something is looking to be born here, right? Something is, and wow, I just keep getting that once this is over, you will see why everything happened the way it did. That's the message, okay? So I feel that whatever it was that you may have been working on that was stopped or delayed, the pure passion of moving forward again is going to make this thing so much greater than it was before, because now there'll be a sense of gratitude, to be able to express yourself like a lion coming out of a cage, right? Or a horse coming out of in a horse race, just that surge of energy. So yeah, and then, we have, again, the sun here. I keep going back to the sun because it keeps pulling me back in, that, again, I'm seeing spotlight, right? I'm seeing success. And the sun reversed often talks about delays to happiness or delays to joy, accomplishment, success, but it's still pretty much going to be eventual, okay, that it happens. Now, the Nine of Wands is reversed in the area that talks about your advice to you. And this for me is specifically coming up as a health card, okay? The Nine of Wands, when it's right side up, usually talks about, stamina, strength, having a good, strong immune system, being able to fight things off. Just in general, the Nine of Wands, is able to withstand whatever else is going on. It's a strength of character. It's physical strength. It is almost to the 10 of accomplishment, but there's another step that has to be taken, right? The Nine of Wands reversed, or inspiration reversed here, is telling me to tell you to be careful about getting worn down or getting, number one, you may need more sleep, okay? And number two, you need to strengthen your immune system. This is not going to apply to everyone, but for whoever this message is for, I feel that there is, I feel like exhaustion. And I said that at the beginning, I feel like a sense of just fatigue. And when is this going to be over, right? I mean, how much more can I take? How much longer do I have to deal with this, sense of exhaustion? And again, with the Saturn in your sign, that is a risk. So number one, you're going to have to be more gentle with yourself. Number two, you're going to have to get more sleep. Number three, you're going to have to make sure that your diet is fortifying, okay? So if you are vitamin deficient, you need to get some vitamins. If you don't know if you're anemic, then you're going to need some iron. So please, if you are having any health issues right now, please reach out to your provider, your practitioner, whether that person is traditional Western doctor or nurse practitioner, or if it's someone like an herbalist or a homeopathic provider, a homeopathic healer. Reach out to someone, because I feel fatigue here with you, okay? The next card coming up is the Knight of Voices, which is the Knight of Swords, and that again is coming in your the house. We're talking about astrology here, about the area in the reading that is referring to other people's influence in your life. That again is air sign energy, so Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Sorry, it's been a long day, so I'm just having a little brain fog here. But and what do I see with this person? Well, I feel that I feel like the full moon that I believe is coming up on August 3rd, someone is going to make themselves or make their intentions very clear to you. Or say something to you, send you a message of support that's going to uplift you, okay? That's going to really make you feel as though you're not alone in all of this, okay? So this is definitely a strength. The Knight of Swords is also, things happen very quickly. So this is someone who could be very on the outside. They could be very kind of, straight up, straight talk, no, they don't pull their punches, they say what they mean, they may not be the most romantic person with poetry and, hearts and flowers, but they mean what they say, okay? They can be a little abrasive, maybe, but don't, judge them by their actions, okay, and their intention. And I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised to know that you have someone who is so in your corner, okay? And the obstacle you have, which is the card that comes right after the Knight of Swords, is the Five of Cups. So Five of Cups, we know traditionally is a card about pain, heartache, sadness, maybe, loss in a relationship, or, just loss in general. Usually in the Five of Cups, traditionally you have 3 cups that are spilled, but there are 2 cups that are still up, even though those cups are behind the figure on the card. In this Five of Cups, though, the figure on this cup, she's surrounded by ice, and it's very beautiful. But there's a coldness here, right? And she's actually has her hand crossing over her heart. So don't allow what has been happening to you or what you've been experiencing, Capricorn, to turn your heart into ice, right? I have an ice box where my heart used to be, okay? We don't want to do that. You want to... And you may have good reason, right? You may have good reason. You may be wounded. Numb is also another word that's coming, all right? Numbness. Some of you maybe have even experienced some trauma. And if that's the case and you're having a hard time with that, then that's also a reason to reach out to someone who can help you, okay? To an expert who can help you work through that if it's that level of pain, okay? But if it is you feeling like you've been through a lot and you don't know if you have anything left to give to someone, I want to let you know that there is the potential here for a reunion. There is the potential to kind of, I see you by the end of August waking up, even if it's just a little glimmer of life, of love, of hope, of joy, of attraction. I see some of you digging out of your cave maybe and reconnecting with someone. Okay? Give it another look is my advice here. Give it another chance. Give it another look. If this is an emotional situation. And listen, this could be a friend. This doesn't never necessarily have to be a lover, boyfriend, girlfriend. This could just be a friend. It may be a friend that develops into something else at another time when you have the freedom to express yourself, or to, be with someone, see someone, travel to someone. I do with that Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords could also talk about travel. So someone could be on their way to where you are, or someone could be coming back to you. And definitely with the Four of Cups reversed, I feel that, when it's right side up, the person is not looking at the cup that's being given to them or handed to them by Spirit or God or the universe out of the sky. They're so focused on the three cups that are, sitting there, and they're under their tree and they're not seeing it. Well, with the cup right side up, I do see you, the sun kind of shining through here and giving you the opportunity for another glance, okay? Another possibility of reconnection. And I would recommend that you do that. Because there is joy available. There is happiness, even amongst everything that's going on, Capricorn, and all that you've been through, and the trials and tribulations that may continue on for a little while. There is protection here. There's love here. There is growth. There is health here. Okay. There's healing as well, because the sun is definitely healing. And again, as I said, I just feel like a lot of what you're dealing with is fatigue. Okay. Mental fatigue, emotional fatigue, and spiritual fatigue is a real thing. Okay. So whatever you need to do to be re-inspired, if it's your art, to get back to your art. If it's your dream that you deferred and put to the side, let's get that spark moving again, because I'm looking at the potential card and I'm looking at the enlightenment card. And what I can say to you is, when I put these two cards together, you have a mountain on the potential card. It's in the darkness. The sky is full of stars. It's completely almost black at the base of the mountain. But at the tip of the mountain, it looks like an illuminated spirit, the face of a spirit, or the face of God that's kind of rising up out of this mountain. Could be a volcano, could be whatever, okay? But it is the potential of something important. And then when I put the enlightenment card next to it, it is a depiction of a sailboat that is kind of being tossed across rocky waters. There are waves. It's kind of upended, but the sails are illuminated, and the sails reach up into the sky and they pierce the dark sky that has kind of a what would you call it? Like a constellation that's illuminated. And so there is the potential. I feel as though there are messages from the universe that you have the ability to channel, that can come down through these sails into whatever boat you're in that's being tossed and turned right now. And you can see the face of God, is what the message just said to me. You can catch a glimpse of the face of God through these trials. Okay? So be aware of that, please, my Capricorns. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that when I was making some notes here, channeling the astrology, I kind of started sketching, and what I sketched ended up looking like a tornado. Okay, so I don't want to scare anybody, but or be an alarmist, but please be careful of unexpected developments, natural developments like tornadoes, like hurricanes. As I was sketching, I did hear El Paso. I did hear Texas. Okay, so please be careful. Please be aware, my Capricorns, if you get some kind of notification or, please be safe and be aware of, potentials that could happen. And I'm hoping that I'm absolutely incorrect about that. And I send you all blessings, and I send my legion of angels to you to protect you and your loved ones, your property, and everything, okay? And I believe that's it. One more thing. I have another oracle deck, and I'm pulling one card from each of the oracle decks. I'm pulling one card for each sign from my Tao Oracle, one of my favorites. I've had them for a long time. Beautiful images on the Tao Oracle, which are, connected to the I Ching. And let's see what the message is. This is a message from Spirit, your higher mind, spiritual guides, spiritual protectors, angels, loved ones who have passed on and who are still, open channel to you. This is for Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn for August 2020. Message. Okay. Great. Gathering together. Well, I love that. And there's another sign that got this. Oh, no, that was holding together. Okay, that was another sign. But this is gathering together. So this is another message about unifying, about getting together with people. I did say that you may have the potential to get back together with someone, or someone's coming towards you. The number on this card is 45. That's is the 9 card. That's a very spiritual card. The messages here are massing, converging, unifying, assembling, combining forces. The sum is greater than the parts. So, how do we like that for an exclamation point on the initial message about, coming out of your cave, or of maybe if you've been keeping yourself back or alone from people, unifying with groups in order to keep a creative project going and bring it to new heights, okay? And also unifying with people who are, or a special person who wants to be an ally, who's a true ally to you, okay? So it looks like your strength, and the message from Spirit for this month of August is gathering together, unifying, joining. No man or woman is an island, right? We all need somebody, okay? And it's okay to need. Capricorn, you're very self-reliant, very independent. You like to be able to take care of business, not have to rely on anyone else. You are able to shoulder a lot of responsibility, but there are moments in our lives when we need to reach out, and we need someone, or we need a group, or we need a healthcare professional, right? We need a counselor. Whoever it is that you need, reach out to them for August, and I feel that there's healing and enlightenment and success. Good news, abundance, and success for you. Thank you so much, Capricorn. Love you. Wish you all good things. Love, peace, and joy. I bid you namaste. And I say to you, don't just seek the light, be the light. Thank you.